All right. Hey, just wanted to give an update. This is the Mojotone 18 watt TMB circuit. Just got it completed. Um, Built this custom cab for it. Uh, Nice cab. It's pretty. Still got to get a amp badge for it. That's coming soon. And yeah, if you guys are interested in a really cool kit to build, this one is pretty awesome. Wasn't too hard to build. A lot of soldering, but yeah, it's all right. Goes slow and sounds fantastic. Gonna do a couple demos with it today. We'll do some on the regular channel with just the tone. You can see that side, you got a high and low input on there. And then on the secondary side, or channel 2, you can plug in, and this is based off the JCM 800 circuit, which just has, you got treble, middle, bass, you got a gain control, and then a master volume for that side. And yeah, this thing rips. It's a lot of punch. The JCM 800 side it sounds good with pedals, but the clean channel side sounds fantastic with pedals. And we'll kind of go and I'll show you both sides. We've got a Pod Go, which is based off the Helix effects. It's got all the Helix stuff in it, just a little bit not as fancy. So we're going to run that directly into the front. This amp does not have a effects loop in it. Down the road might order one, solder one in, but for now it does just fine. And also we got this beauty, which I'm not going to demo today, just thought I'd show you. This is a DSL 40CR. It was a combo, and I don't know, split it up, made just a head cab out of it. Custom built head cab. And this amp also rips. Really loud, sounds fantastic. Mostly play on the green channel on this one. Love the clean sound. Every once in a while I'll run it with a little gain on the clean, but overall, great amp. We'll be going through this new cab I just built. It's a 2x12. We've got a Celestion V-type in the top and a Mojotone British Vintage 25 in the bottom. Really killer sounding. And yeah, so this is what we're running today. We'll also, the guitar, we'll be using a Epiphone Les Paul based 1959 reissue. Fantastic guitar for the money. And so that's kind of what we got going today. So hope you guys enjoy. And if you have any questions, set this up here. Sorry about the shakiness. Getting her locked and loaded is always fun. All right. So if you have any questions, hit me up down in the comments, and we can kind of go over anything. I mean, if you have questions on how the amp was built, sorry about this again, guys. Questions on, you know, if it was hard, component-wise, whatever. Give me a shout. If I can help you, I sure will. Now, just so you know, I had no experience in building amps. Never built one. I've done, you know, guitar wiring, excuse me. I've done some small repairs on a couple of vintage amps I had, but as far as that goes, never tore into one completely and went from scratch. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. So if you're interested, Mojotone's pretty badass. So alright, so we'll start on the clean channel, no effects on. I'll kind of show you what reverb and stuff sounds like going into the front on the clean. I'll also show you on the JCM side. It's not as, you get a little bit more, I don't know, it's almost like you can hear it just kind of collide with itself. It's not as nice sounding as on the clean channel side. So clean channel's got a lot of grit if you crank it. A lot of old school 70s style. So yeah, let's let it rip. We are in the neck position. Clean channel, we've got the tone. because that's all you got on the clean. It's just tone, volume. Tone, we're sitting at about 1 o'clock on the tone setting, which is 6. If you look at like the little numbers on there, but I prefer to use the clock settings. So we're about 1 o'clock. On the volume, we're almost at noon, so which is just a hair over 4 on the number side. So this is how it sounds, wide open on the neck. Down just a little bit, takes a lot of that, just the hair breakup off. But it's a very nice sound. Sounds really good with single coils too. So this is bridge, wide open. Back. So a lot of nice range. So it doesn't really interfere on the clean side. You can hear it's got a nice clean reverb. So it just sounds good. Here's with the little tube screamer on top of everything. Go to the bridge. So yeah, you can see with the effects into the front side of the clean, sounds great. It doesn't really interfere, which is nice. So I'll probably end up using the clean side of this amp most. I really like it. I like a good clean sound. So yeah, let's turn the effects off, and we'll go into the front of the JCM 800 side. Okay, so on this side, we're running bass about 11 o'clock, middle we are 11:30, treble 11 o'clock, gain we are just a hair over noon, and then master we are about probably 11 o'clock. So not quite wide open, no effects. This is what you got on the bridge. up real nice. Let's do the bridge, and then you can see what it sounds like wide open, and then we'll roll it back. Yeah, sounds great. It's a great sound, very crisp, very punchy, but yet, you know, all the notes, they really come out, they ring. Let's show you what a little reverb on this channel. We'll go wide open again, bridge position. See, when you run your effects on this side into the front, I haven't changed anything as far as the reverb, any of my settings on my pedals. But you can hear how much more it stands out, and almost, if you don't just drop your levels on everything way down, it just really stands out. I'll go through and I'll set up on my pod, one on the clean channel and then one on the JCM 800 side in separate blocks, so that way if I do want to use them on this side, I'll have it all ready to rock, all the settings locked in, and vice versa. So, and then here's with delay. I haven't changed anything, but you can drastically hear the difference. So like I said, you can just hear the repeats become more prominent, the reverb becomes more prominent. If you had an effects loop, that's obviously, a lot of that's going to go away because you'll be going into the back side. But when you run into the front side of a dirty channel, it just always seems like you kind of get a little bit of confrontation. So yeah, let's, no pedals. Well, actually we'll throw on a tube scrammer style, and just to boost it, and I'll show you what that sounds like. This is without. With. So yeah, I mean, it's a really nice amp. If you're interested, I highly recommend them. It wasn't that hard to build. I think I had probably 16 to 20 hours into it. Really took my time, followed the schematic, followed the wiring diagrams, went over everything a couple times before I was done. And I also built a current limiter for the first time when you go to power it on. That just protects everything in case, you know, you missed something or you wired something wrong. But as far as the amp goes, great amp. They're not much money. You know, if you compare buying a new Marshall in this style, hand wired, you're looking 25 to 3,000. So, you know, you're in this for, you know, 500 bucks. It's a nice amp for the money. But yeah, so hope you guys kind of get a little idea of how the circuit sounds in the amp. I will be putting more stuff up with this amp because it's so much fun to play. Sorry about the sloppy playing today. Just got home. Thought I'd throw this in there and just give you a little perspective of what's been going on, what we've been working on. So more projects will be coming. It will be a while, but I plan on building a couple more because I tell you what, it's a lot of fun, and for what you get for your money, if you can do it, it's worth it. You know, you have a really awesome amp, and it feels really good to say, hey, I built it, and it's cool. It's cool to learn new things. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, sorry about sloppy playing and the messy camera work straight off my phone. So, not much into it. Well, have a great day, guys, and we'll be in touch.